It's a rainy morning here on Vancouver Island. So let's go shopping. Follow me. Let's go. Oops, I made a mistake. We can't leave our homes. That darn COVID thing. What am I going to do for this presentation? Well, I guess we could shop online. Let's see what we can talk about today. Now, full disclosure, I love Amazon, and I've been a customer of Amazon since they sold books many years ago. Those who know me will tell stories about the Amazon delivery truck stopping at my home in Mesa 3 times a day. These rumors are all true. But before you change and leave this program and say, I don't want to talk about Amazon, we're not going to talk about Amazon today mostly. And really, when I do talk about Amazon, I'm going to tell you what not to buy on Amazon. So, so just hang in there. So this is some of the topics that we're going to talk about today. And I wanted to, particularly for the clubs that are watching, I wanted to tell you about an interesting project I did in 2016. I took a group of 20 people through the Amazon Fulfillment Center in Phoenix, Arizona. This is the group of people that were there. I took about 20, and I had to arrange this. It took me 2 years. So I started in 2014, and we finally went, and this was the address, and we went to the Phoenix Mojave Street Amazon Fulfillment Center. This is a fairly large building. It's not huge compared to many of their fulfillment centers. They actually have 5 fulfillment centers in Arizona. The major Western distribution center in the United States is in Las Vegas, and this has certainly prompted a new interstate highway being built between Las Vegas and Phoenix. So everyone was pretty happy about going. This was the size of the building, and here we are. We're going up the stairs to the welcome center in this building. Now, not all fulfillment centers will take you on a tour, so there are certain ones. And for those of you who are interested, you can actually just do a Google search on Amazon fulfillment centers, and you can arrange online to go for a tour. The tours are free. I think the maximum number per tour is 20. But it's a lot of fun, and I would certainly encourage you to do that. They've certainly closed that now for COVID until it's over. Now, when you get into the fulfillment center, you actually cannot go through those. Those are big steel doors, and they don't want you taking any pictures or anything involved in the building. So, we may have even had to check in our phones. Can't remember. Now, I got to tell you, the most interesting thing about this center is highly automated with a lot of conveyor belts. But I remember the packages coming down the conveyor belt in the final run before they went into the trucks and before they were sealed, and they were going at quite a clip. And what happened is there was a machine prior to the final packaging that weighed them, and the packages are weighed by a little tube of air that gets blasted at the package, and the package then is weighed, and that's how they know and can be absolutely sure of what's in those packages are the right items. And because all the items, the millions of items in this warehouse, are all weighed, and they know the weight very accurately. So when the orders come in, the order per each device or each package is weighed, and as these boxes fly down the line, these little tubes of air blast onto the packages, and it weighs them. I don't know how that happens. Maybe someone's an engineer. I don't know how that works, but anyway, it was very interesting. So we had a good time. Let me talk about shopping apps for a minute.
Hey, what's up, everyone? If you want to find amazing deals at Walmart, you're going to want to watch this video all the way till the end, because let me show you this right here. This video game is only 3 cents. That's the Walmart hidden clearance price. See, the price tag said it was originally $20, it was clearance marked for $3, but when you scan the tag, it's actually only 3 cents. So people were walking by this over and over again, and it was a 3-cent product. And I show people how to do this all the time, and they're always like, yeah, but what do I do now? Do I go and show my phone to the employee? How do I buy it? So I took all 5 video games, I brought them to the register, and this kid rang these up and he was like, dude, these are 3 cents, dude. And I was like, yeah, man, I know they're 3 cents. It's Walmart hidden clearance. That's how we roll, bro. And basically, it's kind of funny. So these games were originally $100, but at the end, I paid 16 cents for 5 video games. Pretty cool, pretty crazy, but you can do this with any type of product. So you should really subscribe to my channel because I show you deals on all different products all the time. I love doing it. And let's just get to it. I'm going to show you how to use the app, and I'm going to change the way you shop at Walmart forever. So you're going to want to get the Walmart app. Nothing fancy, 100% free. Anyone can get it. So once you download the Walmart app, make sure you open it inside the store, because you see this address right here? This is the address of the store I'm in right now. This is super important because now the app works as the store assistant, which means that everything I scan in this store is going to show the price of the item for this store specifically. Now you see this little icon over on the right, this little barcode? You're going to want to click this little barcode icon and it's going to open up your scanner. So now your camera on your phone works as a price scanner. So you can go to a barcode, you can scan it, and you're going to see right now, this item right here when it scans, this is 3 cents in this store specifically. Not the store down the street, but this store. So make sure you open up the app when you get to the store. Now, one other thing real quick I want to touch up on is everyone that I tell about this strategy, they say, look, I get bad service inside of Walmart. And I'm always like, well, you need to realize Walmart has free Wi-Fi. So you could take an iPod or a tablet and you could download the app and you could use the free Wi-Fi. And essentially your entire family could go around scanning for hidden clearance if you wanted to. It does come in handy. Keep that in mind. Alright, so this tip is so important. I truly believe that everybody watching this should do what I'm about to say. So basically what I do is I follow different accounts on social media, Instagram, and it's really why you should subscribe to my YouTube channel right now, because I post about deals and I'm going to give you an advantage. So basically what happened was I saw someone post about this item being on clearance, and now I'm seeing it at my local Walmart, but at my local Walmart it's not marked clearance, so I'm going to give it a scan. It says it's $300 here at my Walmart. Now when I scan it with the scanner, the actual price is $150, so this is on hidden clearance, but I would have never known that if I didn't see somebody post about it. That's why you should be following accounts like mine, and we'll give you a head start. You get a total advantage when you do this. Everybody should be doing it, honestly. Look, every time you go into Walmart looking for hidden clearance, I want you to remember, volume is the game. The more you scan, the more likely you are to find hidden clearance deals. So, for example, this item right here, when I scanned it, it was $5 cheaper, so it was on hidden clearance, and it got me excited, so I didn't want to go too far because there's price tags everywhere. So I dropped down to the next price tag. This was $89. Let's see if this is on hidden clearance as well. We're going to scan it, and when we do, we find out that this is $15 cheaper. It's on hidden clearance. So we're like, all right, so I see a theme here. So these tags are on hidden clearance. So I go right next to it. This is $149 for these Skull Candy headphones. I'm going to give it a quick scanner-oo. And what we have is another example of hidden clearance for $129. So really simple. I just want to tell you this. If you have your phone out, if you have a second, scan it anyways, because scanning in volume is key. And look, not to be dramatic here, but so many times it will say an item is out of stock. And a lot of people just settle for that. You know, you're looking for an item, you see everyone's getting a great deal, and you look on Walmart.com and it says there's none of that item in your local Walmart. Now I say don't trust that, because every day I see this. See this item, this pillow is $50. It's marked for $35 on clearance. Now I'm going to scan it, and the clearance price is $13. It's on hidden clearance, but notice how it says out of stock. That's obviously not true because it's right here, and I actually bought this pillow. But you have to keep in mind, you know, anybody looking for this pillow on the internet, if they wanted to get that deal, they saw that it was out of stock, so they didn't even come and look for it. They just they took it for what it said. And if you really want something, always check the store. It's always worth checking the store. So when you see an item that has no tag on it, it's in the clearance section or it's in any section and there's no price tag on it or around it, what you do is pretty basic. You just take it and you scan the barcode on the product itself. It's the same barcode that would be on the tag or the sticker. So in this case, this Harry Potter thing, the barcode's on the back of the box, and when I scan it, it's $10, which is clearance because it was regularly $20. So that's just something really basic, but make sure you scan the barcode on the product if you have to. Now, this is a lot like the last one, but we're going to handle it anyways. Sometimes the tag won't scan. Now check this out. This clearance tag says $9 on it, and for whatever reason, maybe the tag got damaged or maybe the tag printing just isn't good. That barcode's going to match the barcode on the product itself. So I go right to the product barcode and I scan it, and the actual price on this item's only $7. So this is on hidden clearance. But that's very straightforward, and just go right to the product barcode if you have to. Do you know what a yellow tag misfit is? Let me show you real quick. So when you're walking around Walmart and you're just looking at regular items that aren't on clearance, you see this yellow tag, and it's a clearance item, but it's not with other clearance items. That's something that should get you excited, because look what happens. When you scan it, it's 50 cents. Like, it's almost always a good sign when you see this scenario. So other people would have probably bought this if they knew it was 50 cents. But because we're out here scanning, we're always at the advantage. One thing to realize is that every single item inside of Walmart is fair game to be hidden clearance. Everything has the potential. I'm talking, it could be food, it could be clothing, it could be arts and crafts stuff, it could be anything. So let's scan this TV right here. It says it's $158. When you scan it, it's $138. It's $20 less. It's on hidden clearance, but nobody knows because nobody sees the true price of the item. That's why you want to scan it. Now, sometimes you're not going to be able to scan an item, so let me show you how to handle that. So we have this item on the other side of the glass. It's a Nintendo Switch thing. It's called a Labo, and there's no barcode available. It's locked in the glass. There's no price tag on the outside, and there's no employee around. So I'm going to show you how to find out the price on this really quickly and check for clearance. You go straight to your phone, and you're going to want to do a Google search with the name of this product, and at the end, you're going to want to type in the word Walmart. When you do this, you're going to see a picture of the item for Walmart.com. And when you click on that picture, it's going to ask you if you want to open this up in the Walmart app. And when you do that, you find out the price of the item in this store. So this item is on clearance. It's $39.99, but it just wasn't accessible because it was locked behind the glass. So this is an extremely easy and useful way to find that out. So this is easily one of my favorite strategies to finding Walmart hidden clearance. So check this out, right? This is fun. When you're actually in a section looking at all the stuff, try to find something that just doesn't have a place on the shelf. For example, this Duplo Princess Sophia thing, Sophia the First actually, it has no place on the shelf. There's no price tag on the shelf for it, and it's the only one of its kind that I see available, which makes it interesting, which means I'm going to scan it. Now when I scan the box, because there's no price tag on it, the item is actually on hidden clearance because this is a $30 item, but it's showing up for $15. And the most craziest thing about this right here is people are walking by this every single day, but they have no idea of the true price. I will never be able to stress to you enough how in love I am with items behind the glass in Walmart. Now, if an item is locked up in the glass, there's a great chance it's going to be on hidden clearance. The probability gets to be so high. And let me explain to you why. So you saw me scan that video game earlier for 3 cents. Now this video game was on clearance for 10. The real price is $5. And if I keep scanning items behind the glass, there's a good chance I'm going to find tons of hidden clearance. And if you go to your local Walmart and do the same thing, there's a good chance you will too. And the reason is because, just think about it. If you have to get behind the glass, you have to ask an employee. The employee has to get the key. Sometimes they have to call the person with the key. Everyone has to wait. It's a big, long song and dance. So if they're not going to update all the tags inside of the Walmart, what makes you think they're going to update the tags behind the glass? Behind the glass takes the most effort for them, so they always do it last. And if there's going to be tags that don't get updated, it will be behind the glass. So this is a great opportunity for you. Sometimes in Walmart, you're going to see an item that has no home, and you don't even necessarily know what the item is. Like, check this item out right here. There's no price tag in front of it. It was just sitting there on the ledge. It says best of the 80s on it. I'm kind of curious about it because I'm like, what the heck is it? You know, what's the price? So I'm going to scan the barcode on the box. And it turns out this item is $5 on clearance, and it's not available at this store, yet I'm holding it in my hand at this store. So that tells you something. I don't know if people just found it in the back and they threw it up front to see if someone might want to buy it, but it's originally $15. It's on hidden clearance. Always look for these types of items. Perhaps one of the most important things that I can teach you about shopping clearance at Walmart is that not every Walmart is going to be the same. So check this out right here, right? These are like cake decorating candies. They're kind of like sixlets, and they're regularly $12, and they're on clearance for $5. So when we scan it with the app, the hidden clearance price is actually $3, which is really good, gets people excited. But just yesterday, believe it or not, I bought the same exact item for only $1 at the Walmart down the street. Just a couple miles away, I bought the same item for even less. So keep in mind that just because you see an item on clearance, it doesn't mean it's the best price. So a great rule of thumb in order to find hidden clearance inside of Walmart is to look for pattern recognition. So one of those very such things would be to match items. So check this out, right? This item is blue. It's like the goodie bag thing. It says it's 50 cents on clearance, which is a good price, but then we're going to scan it anyways, and we're going to find out it's actually only 10 cents on hidden clearance. And you just saw we have the pink ones right next to it. It's the same type of product, but it's in a different variation. Now, it's the same type of item, right? So you're going to scan it, and we expect this to also be 10 cents. And it is. It's also 10 cents. So that's just a little tip and trick. Look for the pattern recognition between items. Another prime example of how you can use pattern recognition in order to find Walmart hidden clearance is to match the category of the product to see if there's other products in that category that are also on clearance. So here I am in the actual clearance section, and as you can see, there's lots of party stuff. We have some Hatchimals plates and napkins. There's some cars stuff right there, and it's just lots of party stuff, right? And they have the clearance tag on them. We know they were marked down clearance. So that makes you think, what if we go over to the actual party section and see if they missed something? You know, maybe they didn't tag something that's clearance. So here we are. We're actually in the party section. We see some piñatas up top. There's all sorts of stuff, and I'm looking around. I'm scanning a whole bunch of stuff. I haven't found anything yet. So here we are, and then I'm like, get over here, get over here. I have something. So I scanned the Star Wars piñata. It says it's $18.88, but when I go to the barcode and I scan it with the scanner, the actual hidden clearance price is $5. So I only knew to do that because I just saw all of this clearance stuff over in the clearance section that was party stuff. So I matched the category. This is an extremely useful tip. Another thing that you always want to look at when you're shopping for hidden clearance at Walmart is the clearance tag. Underneath the barcode on the clearance tag, there's going to be a date. Now in this case, it's November 2018, which means that this clearance tag was generated November 2018. As you can see on the receipt, I purchased this item June 2019 for 3 cents. Now, that's kind of how I knew to scan this tag, because anytime you see a tag that was marked clearance a long time ago, the price is going to be much lower. So anytime you see a tag, let's say it was generated a week, a month ago, you better scan it because the system lowers the price continually, and you can find a better price that way. This is a serious one. So this tip is going to be a total game changer for everyone that you know that shops at Walmart, every single person. I don't care if you're trying to buy milk or you want to buy a shirt or you want to buy a pack of gum, do this. It doesn't even have to be on clearance. Do this though. This is crazy. So we're going to scan this $1 item and we open up the app, we do everything. And when we scan the item, right, the actual price on this item in this store is going to be $1. It's going to be correct. But look at the top right hand corner. It says change. If you click where it says change, it's going to populate all the stores closest to you, all the other Walmarts. So if you click on the next store closest to you, for this one, the item price is $2.77. So we're going to go back, we're going to click on the next store, it's also $2.77. We're going to go back, we're going to click on the next store, it's also $2.77. We're going to go back and click on the store we're in. So at $1, this is the best price for this product, and you can price check every single item you buy. Hidden clearance is an amazing opportunity. And let's face it, most people know nothing about hidden clearance. So if you just watch this video, you officially have the edge and the advantage over other people shopping at Walmart. Now you see up in the corner where it says 1 million people, that's a pledge that I have with my wife and my 2 sons, and we go around and we make videos and we post them to the internet, and we just show people the deals that we find at stores. We go shopping. So if you want to subscribe to this channel, I promise you, you're going to see lots of other deals that we find, and we would absolutely love to have you come shopping with us. And on top of that, we're so honored that you watched this video for this long, and we put a lot of work into it. This is a lot of our little secrets and tips and tricks, and we put it all together because we want to see you save as much money as possible. And we would just love it if you could share this video with anybody that you know that shops at Walmart, because everybody that shops at Walmart should see this video. There's so many little things, and we could just really use your help because we want to help 1 million people save at least $1. That's our family goal. I know it's a little corny, but it's something that we talk about with the kids and they get excited, and that's what we're doing here. Thank you so much for watching. It really means so much to us. Thank you.
So when I usually do this talk, everyone is racing out the door, heading off to Walmart, trying to find the hidden deals. Lots of fun, and take your phone and we get the Walmart app and do some scanning of items as you travel around Walmart. It's lots of fun. The last thing I wanted to talk about was the Google shopping app from Chrome in the Chrome browser. Now, most of you Google will often Google something and you're looking up something, and when you put something into the Google search, and if I show you up here, you'll see I put the iPhone SE in to do a search, which is a new phone, to see what the prices would be. Now, when you do that, one of the things in the Google search you can do is come over and click on, most of you just leave the all on, but you come over, and if you click on the shopping app here in your Google, in Chrome, you will see the next slide that I'm going to show you will show you all the phones in your local area and the prices. And this is just not Amazon. This is all the available online phones in your local area, and give you prices and everything like that. This is the Google Shopping app that is built into Chrome, and it's sort of cool, and I would encourage you to use that. Now, the next thing you can do is sort of fun. It's changed a lot since COVID, but I did this in the fall of last year, is purchasing groceries online. I want to talk a minute about Amazon Fresh. This is an excellent service, and I would encourage you to explore this. Amazon Fresh is free, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about, it's different than Whole Foods. Whole Foods is like a regular grocery store, and there's certainly a tab on the Amazon website, and you can click that and you can order from Whole Foods. That's not a problem. I find the prices at Whole Foods are high, and I would much rather shop at Fry's, our local store. But Amazon Fresh is different. It's a 2-hour delivery service, and it is included with your Amazon Prime account. So, and I'd give it a try. And remember, your Amazon Prime, you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay on an annual basis. You can actually pay. On a monthly basis. So if there's a period of time in which you need the service, then you can just purchase it on a monthly basis. Now, what actually happens here is this. Over on the left-hand side, you'll see my Amazon Prime account, and you'll see the Fresh icon there. Now, what you must do is you must apply for the service. So you can't just click on Fresh and expect to get the service, because they have to adjust. If everybody did that, they wouldn't have enough drivers. So usually I applied and I got accepted in the program, which is free because I have Amazon Prime, and I got accepted in about a week's time. Now, what happened was this. Once I got accepted, it allows free 2-hour delivery. So again, it's free for Prime members. And so here is one of the website. You go to the Fresh website and you just order some stuff, and then these are all the groceries, and you just click on it and you fill your cart up, which is pretty cool. Now, then at checkout, and you'll see this is my home in Arizona. At checkout, you select a day, and suppose I said today, then I'd have the choices between 8, 10, 12, and 2. Now, there is no charge if you're Amazon Prime, and then you just click on that, and then the truck delivers it in that time frame. Now, that was pretty cool, and this is they're branded trucks, and they'll look like this, and they come to you right to your door, and will deliver that. And here's how it comes. It comes in these bags, and these are the Prime. These are the products that I ordered that particular day. Now, I ordered products that I thought might be, like avocados. You might get an old avocado, or the blueberries might not be fresh. But I was really impressed. The products that I got were very, very good. They came in a foil wrapping to keep them cold or hot, depending on what you ordered. And you'll see a frozen bottle of water in there, and that's what they use to keep the stuff cold. So you actually get a free bottle of water when you order something that's cold. Again, I ordered some preservatives and then ordered some bread, see if it's fresh, and it was all great and fresh. In fact, the fellow who delivered it wouldn't stick around. I wanted to talk to him and say, this is pretty cool. How many do you have? And blah, blah, blah. And he said, look, I got a whole truck full, and they're all being delivered to my resort. And then he had to go back and get another truck full for the next 2 hours. So it is a very popular service that they use. Now, what about prices? I wanted to show you this. In the bottom here, you may not be able to see that. Let me see if I can enlarge it here. Let's see here. Here we go. The blueberries. Let's see. Can I roll this over here? The blueberries at Fry's, for the same amount of blueberries, were $7.99 at Fry's, and Amazon Fresh they were $3.49. Now, I'll have to zoom out here. The preservatives were $3.63 on Fresh. These are all the Fresh on the right-hand side, and you'll see that the prices in general are all much more competitive than Fry's, which was our regular grocery store. So unlike the Whole Foods online shopping experience, the Amazon Fresh really was good, and it did provide great service with quick delivery. So I'm certainly very happy with that service, and I would encourage you to do that. Now, the next thing is I wanted to talk a bit about paying online, because if you're going to order online, you're going to have to pay online, and some people are very nervous about this, about putting their personal information online. So there has to be some trust. In other words, the merchant is going to give you a product, and you are going to have to pay for it before it arrives. It's not like the old days. Many of you will remember the cash on demand, COD, right? When you got the service, you paid for it, but not anymore. You really have to pay for it before they're going to deliver it. So that there has to be some trust. We'll talk a little bit how you can mitigate a bad experience. One of the things that I always like to remind everybody that you should never, and I'm dogmatic about this in all my security talks, you should never, ever, ever, ever use a debit card on internet. This is a very, very bad thing to do. Using a debit card is like cash, and there are lots better ways to protect yourself. You never want to use it on any internet purchase. or gas purchase actually as well, because of the skimming devices that we can find on gas stations. So do not use your debit card for an online purchase. Never, please, never. Well, I hope I made my point. Now, I want to talk about a little bit about PayPal, and I want you just to watch this.
Hi, Drew Angel here with an introduction to PayPal. Today we're just going to take a quick look at a simple question. What exactly is PayPal and how does it work? The easy answer is it's a way to send and receive payments. There's a little bit more than that going on. You got your buyers and your sellers involved, or senders and receivers. Let's take a closer look, give you a little bit better knowledge on what exactly there is happening here, and see how it might help you out. So first you have the buyer side. When you want to make payments with PayPal, of course the first thing you'll do is create your PayPal account. And you'll treat it like a wallet. This is your digital wallet or your PayPal wallet. Just like a regular wallet, you can hold cash in there in the form of a PayPal balance. You can have your debit card and credit cards in there from various banks or credit card providers. You can have multiple bank accounts, so checking accounts or savings accounts from a local branch, from online banks. You can add all of these into that PayPal wallet, and when you make payments, you can choose whichever funding source you'd like to use. So again, your PayPal balance would be your cash. Bank accounts could also be kind of considered cash, and then you've got your credit and debit cards. The cool thing is, when you make payments with PayPal, all those funding sources are protected inside that PayPal wallet. So the seller, all they're going to get is your name, your email address, and a shipping address if it's required, if they need to send you something. So that sensitive information, like the bank account numbers, credit card numbers, and expiration dates, and security codes, the actual billing address associated with these funding sources, that's all protected behind the PayPal barrier or inside your PayPal wallet. So consider, if you go shopping on 20 different websites and you put in a credit card number in each of these 20 sites, well, that's 20 different chances that they could be saving your card number in their database. They're not supposed to be doing that, but a lot of them do. And if they get hacked and that data gets stolen, now your credit card numbers or bank account information is included in that hacked data. Obviously, this isn't a good thing. And again, when you pay with PayPal, none of that information is provided to the seller. All they're going to get is your name, email, and shipping address. So it protects you. You have this buyer protection behind that PayPal barrier. This is one of the biggest advantages of using PayPal to pay for things, and I highly recommend it. The flip side of that is sellers, or when you need to receive payments. PayPal makes that quick and easy for you. They have a lot of different products that you can do as a seller, different ways to integrate it into your website or applications or use it at your retail store. I'll break some of those down in more depth in future videos, but for now just understand that it makes it really easy for you to take payments in general. So you can take PayPal payments where people specifically choose, I want to pay with PayPal. Or you can take direct credit cards. They'll just punch in a credit card number and they won't have any idea that PayPal is actually still being used behind the scenes. You can take payments over the phone, just punch in a credit card number into a virtual terminal, or you can use the PayPal Here app, for example, to take payments on your mobile device or on your computer at a trade show or even in your retail shop. So they have a lot of different ways to receive payments, and it makes it really quick and easy. It all drops into a single account, into your PayPal account, and the money is typically available instantly. So there's no batching out at the end of the day or anything like that you find with a lot of other credit card processors. So again, consider some of the advantages that we talked about with buyers. When you're selling anything, products or services online or in person, you really want to make sure that you at least include PayPal as an option. If you don't, those people who prefer it because of the advantages it gives them and that protection that it gives them when they pay that way, they're not going to want to buy from you. They're going to go find somebody else. So if you're tracking conversion rates with Google Analytics or anything like that, for example, you'll find that when you add PayPal as an option, the conversion rates are typically going to go up by quite a bit. So it's definitely recommended to at least include PayPal as an option. So then when you have PayPal as the option, you might as well use them for your direct credit cards too. Everything will drop into a single account, and that just makes it easy on your bookkeeper. Save some time and some money on reconciling accounts instead of having a credit card account over here, a PayPal account over here, and different types of payment accounts. You just have that one account, everything falls in there, and it's nice and easy to manage. So again, this was just a real quick summary of kind of what's going on with PayPal from the buyer side, from the seller side, some of the advantages. I'm going to break that down in more depth and detail later in some different videos, but I just wanted to give you a basic understanding of what's going on here and how it might be helpful to you. If you have any questions, look at the description below. I'll have some contact info there for me so you can reach out to me directly, and I'll be happy to help you with anything you need. Good luck and happy PayPaling. I really hope this video was helpful. If so, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell to get notifications about future videos. We also have plenty of other videos with lots of information about PayPal products in general. Make sure to check those out. If you have any questions or concerns, leave those below. I'll be sure to get back to you. Thanks!
So this is an example. So if you do not have a PayPal account, I would strongly urge you to get a PayPal account. Your PayPal account will protect you against any personal information being given to the vendors. This is an example. I bought something on at Lowe's yesterday, and you'll see that this is the I bought something for $57.12. But the only thing they really didn't get anything. This is the information that was sent to me in confirmation, and they did get a shipping address which I blocked out. And aside from that, they have no personal information on me at all. So a PayPal account is something that is extremely important. Now it's interesting. PayPal was part of eBay before being spun off in 2015. PayPal stock's gone up 220% since its public offering. The company last year added 37.3 million customers to make it 305 million active customers. We'll talk about Vimo in a minute, but PayPal says Vimo has handled $29 billion in financial transactions just in the last quarter. PayPal's also getting permission to distribute the Paycheck Protection Program and to give out loans to small businesses. So it is very interesting, and so it's a big company and it's very secure. And I would encourage you to, for sure, if you haven't set a PayPal account up, you can certainly set your bank account, your credit cards, all can sit behind the PayPal wall, and no one will have that information. Now, Vimo is interesting, and this is an app, and it's owned by PayPal, and it is the gold standard for peer-to-peer payment. So if you want to pay somebody, you can pay them through the PayPal, the Vimo app. I wanted to just draw your attention to something that there's a caution. Many of you transfer money from one person to the other, and you use e-transfers in your bank. There's recently been, particularly in Canada and going into the United States now, there's been, you always think the banks have your back and that they're going to refund any information, any fraud that has happened. But they've changed their terms of service in the last year. And unless you, if you have a password of 1234 on your bank account and someone breaks in, you may not get your money back. The banks are really becoming pretty hard-nosed about this and have changed their terms of service. So I would be careful about e-transfers with banks. And Vimo is the standard and much more secure. And so Vimo to Vimo and on a person-to-person transfer, this is an excellent way to do it. The other thing that you can do is in the grocery stores, you can purchase cash cards. These look like credit cards. You'll see here this one in particular on the left-hand side is by Kroger. These are these look like credit cards. They have numbers, but they're anonymous. You have to purchase them, and they're not that expensive. I mean, this card would be $1.50, and then when you went through the checkout at the grocery store, you just have them load a couple $100 or whatever onto the card. So when you use this online, there's no personal data on that card. It's not even linked to your name. It's just a number. And of course, the only amount that you would lose would be the cash that's on that card. Now, you'll see Visa has them. A lot of different companies have them. This is another one. And the thing that you have to be careful with these cards is there's a monthly charge, often 1 or 2% per the balance that's on the card. So it's fine if you want to go through the Christmas holidays and you want to, and maybe you can't get a credit card, or you're worried about credit, or you've never had a credit card. These work really well. Just use them up after 2 or 3 months. Don't have them sit around for a couple of years, or the balance will slide down. The other thing that I always like to draw everyone's attention to is the Amazon cards that you see at the different stores, and this is the main way that I pay my Amazon account. Is I buy these cards and just put them on my Amazon account. Why do I do that? Well, I get points. The Kroger and Fry's has a point system, and I often get up to $1 off on my gas with this. So it's pretty cool. But again, you can pay for these, and you don't have to put your credit cards on Amazon. You can use these gift cards. And of course, I'm not going to get into Apple Pay, but Apple Pay has been around for a while now and is popular. It works well. And of course, Facebook's the latest person to come into the online payment. All right, now I'm going to talk a bit about what not to buy on Amazon. Now, the thing that I don't think you should buy on Amazon is technology, and I want to give you 3 examples. This is an article that came out this last week, and now I get up in the morning very early, and I check the news, the wire service, and I look at all the technology articles that have been published that day, and they come in on the wire service. And I want you to, this was an article that came in, and it was written by this fella here. I have absolutely no idea who he is, and and this was published in some sort of online service, so it came off on the news service, and it's not much of an article. Really, what this article is all about is the big sale on this particular computer. And if you clicked on the link and highlighted in yellow here, you'll see that it's going to take you to Amazon. And I really think this fella probably is writing this article maybe on behalf of the vendor that's trying to sell this computer. You see this happen. If there's probably half a dozen of these articles a week that come out, then the articles really aren't much, and it's just really a link to Amazon to buy something. So let's click the link and see what happens. So when we click the link, guess what? We do indeed go to Amazon. And if you think this is a good deal on the Microsoft Surface laptop, and this is something that you want, then maybe this is a good deal, or maybe it isn't. But what I wanted to draw your attention to is over here on the right side. I want you to look on who this computer is being sold by. This computer is being sold by a third party. It's not being sold by Amazon. So what do we know about CDRY Industries? Well, if you click that, let's click it and find out. Well, you're going to find out that this is CDR Industries page. And there's a couple of things that you need to know when you're looking at this and you're trying to assess this. You're going to find out this is the customer satisfaction level. Now, I'm going to tell you, when you're buying expensive laptops, and most online sellers on Amazon will have a positive rating of around 97%. 82% in 3 days is not a particularly good rating. That really means 1 in 5 people are unhappy with their purchase. And let's actually look over here and see what happened here. So there's a 1 star. And I ordered a Surface blah, blah, blah. I received the wrong item twice after complaining the first time. The original replacement was blah, and it went on about this. Now, there was a message from Amazon and said, you know, it was their problem. But do you really want to get sort of involved in this sort of stuff in ordering and sending stuff back? So I would be, you know, this is not something I want to get into. I'll tell you a better way to go about that. I usually purchase I buy a lot of computer equipment for computer clubs and myself and so on and so forth. And my recommendation is Best Buy is my first go-to. My second go-to is Factory Direct, either from Lenovo, Dell, or Asus. And we'll talk about Walmart in a minute, but I don't generally buy high-end computers from Amazon. Wanted to talk a little bit about Best Buy and the Best Buy success story. The very attractive lady in this picture here, her name is Corey Berry, and she is the CEO of Best Buy. In 2016, prior to that, Best Buy was on its way out. They had sleazy salesmen, they had poor business practices, and they weren't doing well at all, and they were on their way out to bankruptcy. Corey Berry took over and completely changed the company around. And she's been very successful with it. And Best Buy went from having the lowest retention rate in the industry of customer support people to the highest rated now. Best Buy has really good business practices and an ironclad return policy. There's a lot of things, if you deal with Best Buy, that have changed now, and it's a very, very good company that has 123,000 employees, and they just did $43 billion in annual sales. So there's a lot of things I like about Best Buy. If you had a bad experience, it's probably a long time ago, over 5 years ago, but the company has changed. The next thing I don't want you to give up on is Walmart. Now, Huey actually and I teach a lot of courses on Chromebooks, and this is our local Walmart, and these are the Chromebooks that are all listed there, which is a pretty good. You know, there's a lot of product there that's pretty good. But what I wanted you to, but I want to show you something here. If you go to the Walmart website, and I went there, look what happens. When I typed in Chromebooks, I got 979 results. Now that's a heck of a lot of Chromebooks. And I would encourage you, if you are looking at purchasing, whether you're purchasing a Dell, a Lenovo, or whatever computer that you are purchasing, look at the Walmart online sales. And you will, online, and you'll find some pretty darn good deals. This is a hidden secret that I use all the time. I'm always comparing Walmart when I'm doing price shopping. Now, the second problem is, here's another problem. If you took a course from me, and we did a course on security, and I gave you the gears about your router, and I said, look, you got an old router and you need a new router. If you then went on Amazon and you typed in Netgear router, wireless router, you would come, this is one of the examples that you would come up with. And this is called the Netgear wireless router N300. Now, if you, let me just blow this up here. If you ordered this, it would come, and it would come in a box, and it would, you'd think, oh, that's sort of cool. But the problem with this is this is like a 10-year-old router. Someone has a whole warehouse of these old things, and you can still buy them on Amazon new. And this is the first review of this was done in 2012. So this is a real old beater. And I would certainly not, this would be a horrible thing to buy. But it is, you wouldn't, unless you knew something about routers, you might purchase this and think that you got a good deal because it comes in a shiny new box. And then there's also the purchasing of the laptop. Just let me talk a couple of things. Price checking, two things that you can use. You can use Amazon and Keepa. Those are great programs for price checking. We'll just quickly go through those, and they are really excellent. And I just wanted to quickly give you on Amazon returns. I'm going to just play you a little video here on how to contact people. People often want to know how to phone Amazon. So I've made a little video here on how to contact Amazon, and we can maybe finish with this slide. So you go to your Amazon webpage, and I want you to click Help, and you go way to the bottom here, and you click Help. And now you come down, way down to the bottom again, and you're going to click More Help, and then you come back up and you will see Contact Us. Click on that, and now you will see the chart. You will see the Start Chatting. I hate chatting. So there you go down just below there, and you'll see I can call you. Click on that, and you will come up and you'll see some selections on Make a Selection. And then you come down and click on the phone. I'm not going to click on the phone, but when you click on that, it'll ask you what the phone number you want them to call, and Amazon will call you within seconds. I've never had it. The customer service people will call you right away, and you'll get a person. And that's how you get Amazon to call you about any problems that you have. All right, David. I think that's we're about finished. Then I'll open it up to any questions.
Mute my phone here. Does Fry's quote have a recycle programs for their plastic bags?
That's a good question. They still use plastic bags. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
Okay. The other one asked if you link your credit card to PayPal, do you forfeit the cash back for using the credit card?
No, I don't think so. It's just I don't think the cashback that would have anything to do with that. It's a good question. I don't know for sure the answer, but really the PayPal is really just a conduit by which the money flows. So you're still going to get the charges back on your credit card. So I don't see why that wouldn't do the cashback. It's the same. It's basically the same. It's just offering protection on going through it.